So, good morning, everyone. And yesterday we have gone through the big picture of DevOps, right? Like, what is DevOps, why DevOps, who should learn DevOps or not. Today, we'll get started with the first tool in our course, which is a version control system, Git, right? So, like I mentioned yesterday, from today, we'll zoom into each tool, learn from the basics till advanced concept, master the subject thoroughly. We'll do the hands-on, right? So, let's get started with the version control system. Please keep muted, everyone. If you have any question, then only unmute. Don't leave your mic unmuted unless you have a question, because that is having background noise. It will have and benefit everyone in the course if you are benefit if you are muted, right? So please keep muted. If you have any question, unmute and speak out, or else raise your hand, or you can also use the Zoom chat window. So let's begin the topic. Today we are going to start with the version control system. We'll understand what is version control system, why version control system architecture, and then we'll get started with the hands-on. And last 30 minutes will be for the lab dedicated for lab. So please stay on to complete your hands-on before you leave the class. So let us begin. So what is a version control system? Some of you might be aware of it, some of you might be new to it. Let me tell you, version control system is something which can help you manage, secure your project work. So how that happens, let's see. Um, I'm grabbing my pen, give me a second. So to understand this version control system, let's take an example. Suppose there is a team working on it. There is some project work. Okay, all the project work is kept on some remote shared drive. Okay, this is the shared folder or the shared drive where all the project work is kept. So every team member will put the work here. Will prepare some files where they'll make changes and put the files here, right? Suppose let's say there is some file one and person A want to make the changes to this file, and at the same time person B also want to make the changes to this file. Both of them, let's say they got this file on day one. Okay, they downloaded it to their local computer. So it is the same file, they're making changes. Then let's say B kept this file first. B pushed this file back to the remote or the shared drive, right? After day two, B kept the file back. After day three, A is trying to keep the file back to the shared location. So this file one, after 3 days, will have which person changes? I'm talking about a scenario without using any version control system. So after a couple of days, which person changes will be there on this file one? Obviously, person A changes, right? Because person A changes are overwriting person B changes, isn't it? They don't know this is happening. Even A doesn't know he's overwriting person B changes. Person B doesn't know that his changes are being overwritten. This is what happens without any version control system, which leads to code which leads to the changes getting corrupted or messed up, no consistency, right? Any person may be overwriting other person changes without having knowledge of it. So if this keep on continuing in real world, imagine there is a project where 10 members are working on it. If they have to work on the same file at the same time, this is what happens, right? So how to overcome this? That's one of the scenarios where version control system comes in. Version control system comes in where where it eliminates all the mess up or all the inconsistency which arises due to people working on it simultaneously. If let's say two people are working on the same file at the same time simultaneously, it should not provide inconsistency, right? So it will take care of, we need a system which can take care of people working on the file simultaneously. That's one of the things which version control system does. Second thing is, let's suppose we need, okay, let's suppose application is working fine till 7 a.m., right? 7:10 or 7:15 something went wrong, application crashed. We want to remove the changes which went during this period, meaning we need a detailed logging, right? Like detailed logging, like what is meant by detailed logging? I need a detailed logging like person may 8 made changes to file 1 on line number 8 at 7:06 a.m. which led to the application crash when it is executed. So this kind of detailed logging is needed. Is it possible manually? Can we do that manually without any system? Right? That's where again version control system comes in, which provides detailed logging, right? And then what next? Okay, let's say the file one, it's a version one of this file. One person A is working on it, right? They made some changes. They would like to modify this file and make some changes. And at some point of time, like let's say a client came with the modifications and proposed version 2. What we have done is, let's say we have overwritten and made the same file version 2. But let's say version 2 is not working in production. After a few days back, they want to go back to the previous version because version 2 is not working fine. But it would be a rework, right? It's all a rework, right? You have to do the create this file one again or out of rework. How to avoid this rework? Don't remove or don't overwrite the file. Just maintain the versions, maintain the backups, right? Maintain version 1, version 2, maintain the backups, maintain the versions. How is that possible? Again, manually, it's not possible. We need a system which can help maintain the backups of the versions, maintain the versions. All of this is possible with again, a version control system. So, version control system is the one which can help you manage, maintain your project work securely, safely by providing logging, backing up, maintaining versions, and it allows simultaneously people working on the same file. All of these are possible with the version control system. So you may be having a question. These files are created by developers. Why should DevOps engineer learn it? Why should the testers learn it? See, this is to manage any files. These need not be program files. This could be simple configuration file. It could be a Kubernetes file. It could be a Terraform config file. It could be a Kubernetes manifest file. It could be an Ansible playbook. Any file can be version controlled. Any file, any static file can be version controlled. So not only developers, of course, it's mandatory for developers and anyone in IT should learn this. Even testers will have their test scripts, test documentations, which they should version control. So which files can be version controlled? Any files can be version controlled. Any static files can be version controlled. And who should learn it? Everyone should learn it. Nowadays, everyone is managing their project work on the version control system. So everyone should learn it. This is one of the perspectives of learning DevOps. There is other perspective. Once development team made their changes and put their code in the version control system, we need to automate the entire process. So that is another perspective where you will learn how to trigger your CI/CD pipeline when some changes are made to the version control system. That is another aspect. We will learn both aspects as a DevOps engineer. First, we will learn the perspective from the perspective of managing our files. Is this much clear? Who will use it? What is a version control system? Who should learn it? Is this much clear for everyone? Welcome any questions if you have. Appreciate your quick response. A thumbs up will also help me if it is clear. All right.
Yeah, it's clear.
Thank you. Thanks for confirming.
Ma'am, actually, is the version control is a specific tool or what?
Version control systems are specific tools. We'll cover those things. I just explained what it does. Now we'll talk about different types of it first with respect to their architecture. Based on their architecture, version control systems are categorized as centralized version control systems, distributed version control systems. First, let's go through this architecture and then I'll categorize. Or else, let me just give you technical. Please keep muted, everyone. Kind request for everyone to keep muted. If you have any question, unmute. Otherwise, please keep muted. So, centralized version control system. Centralized version control system Like I told you, based on architecture, they were categorized. Examples are SVN, TFS, Perforce, all of these comes under centralized version control system. Sorry. SVN, TFS, Perforce, all this comes under centralized. Distributed is Git is one of the examples of distributed architecture. Mercurial, sorry, fossils, all this comes under distributed version control systems. Okay, now let's get into the architecture. See, this is the architecture of centralized version control system. If you see that this is called the central server or remote repository where all the project work is kept. Here, whatever you are seeing working copy is nothing but the workstation of individual developer or collaborator. This is the workstation of individual user or collaborator. Means individual users means if you are talking about a development team, yes, each developer. If you are talking about a DevOps team, yes, each DevOps engineer. They will have their own copy in their local computer. So they'll make changes to their local copy and push the changes to remote. Right? They'll make changes to their local, push the changes to remote. If they want to get any updates, they'll pull the changes from remote. Whatever it is, this is very straight and simple architecture. Thus, this is called central or remote server. There are certain drawbacks for this. Connect to the remote server, everyone should have network connectivity, right? To connect to this remote server, everyone should have network connectivity. If for some reasons network connection is lost, right? Network connectivity, network is disconnected, entire work is lost, right? So entire work is halted also until I get the networks recovered. So this is one of the drawbacks of centralized version control system, network connectivity, and they need the network connectivity to continue the work. Second thing is, suppose for some reasons the central server is lost or crashed. Let's assume this is lost or crashed. Entire work is lost. Chances of recovery are very less. Recovery chances are very less. Right? So these are the challenges of a centralized version control systems. Hope this is clear for all of you. So yeah, SV and TFS falls under this category. To overcome these challenges or drawbacks, we have got another type of version control system called distributed version control system. In distributed version control system, you can see this is the central server or remote server where all the project work is. This is the workstation of each individual user, right? This is the workstation of each individual user or developer. Now, if you see the workstation of each user, they're having again another repository. This is called local repository, which is an exact copy of this remote repository. Exact copy of remote repository, which is a local repository. And then there is another folder where all the project work is kept called working directory. This is the folder where people would make their changes, push them to local repository. From local, they push to remote. So this is how it works. From working directory to local, from local to remote, right? So this is how it works. Working directory is nothing but another folder. Even in their workstation, they'll not directly make changes to their local repository. Rather, they'll make changes to their working directory, then move their changes to local. From local, they'll move their changes to remote. Right? Means it's like a three steps before their changes move. Also here, there is a network connection is needed only to push or pull. Only to push or pull means only once their changes are ready to move them to remote, they may use it. Or else to get a copy from remote, they may use it. So connections with remote repository are less frequent. These are less frequent. Only for these commands, network connectivity is needed. Let's suppose network is disconnected with the remote. Even then, you can continue work on your local. Right? Work is not halted. You can continue work on your local. Once network is restored, you can push your changes to remote. Right? This is how distributed version control system works. Right? So from working directory, move them to local repository. This is just accessing your hard disk, so it's quite faster. Network connections are needed only to move your changes to remote, which is very less. Secondly, even though network chance of recovery are more, because even though this central server or remote server is lost or gone, right, chances of recovery are more because everyone is having a copy of it, which is called local repository. So chances of recovery are more. Understood, and is this much clear for everyone?
Yes, uh, yeah, Preethi, very good morning. My question is, for example, who is a person is to create the work directory. After work directory is a push the code into the, I think, staging area or anything local repository doing of work. No need to internet connection. There is no push the code into the remote repository. In case of doing of work, only for local repository. After internet access, no need to internet access is connected for that one. And SVN is also centralized repository. We can compulsory internet access will be doing it, right?
Correct, Satish.
Okay.
Is that your question? You explained everything what I did. You are repeating me and asking for confirmation. Let me know if you have any question. Okay.
Um, mo-
Confirmation, we'll repeat it again. At the end, I'll revise it. Okay. So yeah, this is the distributed version control architecture and Git follows this architecture, right? And all the modern DevOps tools implements this, uses Git because of this distributed architecture. It is very faster. Like I said, it is accessing your hard disk. Most of the time we are working on local repository, which is a copy of central. So you can work faster as well. Any other questions? Any more queries you have? Any confusions in the architecture I have explained from anyone? All right. So if this is clear, so this is the distribution architecture in general. Git, Mercurial, Fossils, all these tools implements or follows this distributed architecture. Now, let us proceed to architecture of Git in particular. But before that, here is a comparison of different tools from Google Trends, Google Trend reports, comparing Git, SVN, TFS, fossils. Git is the blue one, which is a real winner in this category. So I'm covering the most widely used tool in this category so that you will benefit out of it. Also, if you know Git, other tools follow similar concepts and similar analogy, right? That's how it is very easy to switch over also if needed. But Git is very widely used. So let us talk about the Git architecture now, right? If you see here, this is the local repository, right? Like I'm talking about this, the remote. So this local repository, like I mentioned, there is a working directory, isn't it? This is where actually, this is, imagine it's a folder. If it's your next person, assume it's a directory or a folder, whatever you call it, right? So this is a folder or directory where everyone will make the changes. Okay, from here, changes will be moved to, means once changes are done, they'll move the changes to another layer or another folder called staging area. This staging area is a virtual area, right? It's not a physical folder, it's a virtual layer. You move your changes to staging. From staging, changes will go to, you'll move the changes to local repos. How you will move, we'll learn the command separately. Okay, we are going to get started with the lab in some time where you will learn these commands. So firstly, understand changes will move from working directory to staging area, from staging area to local repository. This is not possible. like directly moving your changes from working directory to local repository. No, this is not possible. Like I told you, it three steps. First, from working directory to staging area, from staging area to local repository, from local repository to remote repository. It's a three steps before your changes goes to remote. It's a three steps before your changes goes to remote. Why there are three steps? That's the architecture of Git that helps in multiple aspects of maintaining the project file simultaneously, logging, version controlling, backup, all of them are possible. This is called Git tree or Git architecture. You may be having a question. The second one is a virtual layer, right? Or a virtual folder. What is the importance of it? Why should we move your changes to staging area? Isn't it? So staging area is a virtual layer. The importance of this layer is it works like a preview or else a pre-check before changes are moved to local. Meaning, again, what is meant by that preview or a pre-check? Let's suppose you have 10 files in the working directory. You will move only 5 files to, let's say you want only 5 files should go into your local. So you will make sure that you will put only those 5 files in a staging area. Means whatever in the staging area will move to a local repository. So it helps you like a preview, pre-check before your changes goes to local repository. Understood everyone? In few minutes, we are going to see all of this with the hands-on, with the in the lab. Practically, I'm going to show you all these things in few minutes. But just understand theoretically. Okay, I'll be going through that with all the steps in few minutes. Okay. At this point, I would like to make few more things very clear. Uh, I'll tell you one interesting things and want to make this clear. Till now, we are talking about working directory local repository, right? And I'm talking about, yes, those are some folders. Understand working directory local repository is physically one and the same folder. Okay, it's the same folder physically. Logically, it's different. But you may be having a question. Physically, it's the same folder means why are you calling it as working directory? Why are you calling it as local repository, right? Physically, it's the same. Logically, it's different. How logically it's different? Let me tell you. Suppose you have some file one here. Let's say you create, okay, this is my local repository. Okay, let me give some name as this folder name as git demo. Let's say it's a local repository. I'm telling the same is the working directory also. How? Let's see. Suppose you created some file in this folder. Then it is said to be in the working directory. After creating a file, if you run this command or move it to staging area, then it is said to be in the staging area. After this, if you do git commit, it is moved to local. Then we call the file is in the local repository. That's how the file is again in the same folder. But sometimes we are calling it is in, we say the file is in working directory. Sometimes we tell the file is in the staging area. Sometimes we say it is in the local repository. Got it now? Means it's the same folder. Git demo is a local repository. Git demo is a working directory. Physically same folder. Logically they are different. Is that making sense? How physically it's the same and logically different?
Yes, got it.
It will be, see, Git is a really interesting tool, okay, and also very tricky tool. If you know this kind of basics and if you are strong enough in these basics, you can troubleshoot any problems in the real world. In my personal experience, I see people using it without understanding the basic concepts or are having the underlying foundation. But people, when people have this, that would be a great asset for them. Complete hands-on is important. Like we were going through them and understanding, we are going to get on to the lab in few minutes. So this is how it works. And another interesting thing I want to mention here, coming to the local repository, this local yellow box. How is local repository created? It is created in two use cases. First use case is local repository is created by copying from remote. Means let's say, okay, you joined a project, it's a 3-year-old project. Already there is a local repository. Whoever joins the project now, they'll copy it and create their own local repositories. That's one use case. Another use case is, let's say it's a new project. You create an empty local repository, develop it with all DevOps Kubernetes manifest files or Terraform config files if it's a DevOps project, whatever it is. Okay, maintain or create the project here and then push to remote and create a remote repository. So local repository can be created by copying from remote if it is already there. If there is no remote repo, it can be an empty local repository created. Right? These are the two use cases. I'll cover both of them. Today we'll get started with the second use case. We'll start with this use case first. Later on we'll come to this use case. Your voice is echoing and not audible, not clear. Someone speaking, I think the echo is coming. Right, so if you are clear with this, we can get started with the hands-on. We'll install Git. We'll start with the lab. Good to
Yes.
proceed?
Yes, I'm clear.
Thank you. Thanks for confirming. Anyone else having any question, feel free to unmute and speak out or use the Zoom chat or raise your hand. I can unmute you. Please utilize the session to understand the concepts thoroughly. So now, okay, how to install Git and all we'll see. Meanwhile, first let's go to this website preethidevops.com. Everyone create a free account here and have access to your free LMS access for a couple of days. Also, for getting on to the lab, there is a Zoom chart where we posted the lab notes. Right? Download it and keep it with you. Whoever have enrolled to the course and registered with us by completing your fee payments, when you go to your LMS, you can see the lab document. Whoever have not registered, download it from the Zoom chat. Can you all download it from the Zoom chat? It is sent in the Zoom chat for everyone, Rajesh. Please check the chat properly. There is everyone. Chat for everyone. Don't open private chats, please. I cannot send to each individual separately. Right now you can listen, okay? Don't do the hands-on, don't start it. Last 30 minutes will help you with the hands-on. Now please listen. I'm just having the things ready, that's all. If you have just now joined, we'll send it again, okay? You don't need it immediately. We'll send the document again in the Zoom chat. Raj will share the document in the Zoom chat again so that you can download it. It's not urgency, but just keep it ready, okay? Meanwhile, yeah. So whoever have registered, you will see it in your LMS. Whoever have not registered, download it from the Zoom chat. And this is the free trial access for your LMS. Everyone should have this free trial access where the recordings will be posted. In 2 minutes, I'm going to start the lab. Just give me 2 minutes so that I'll show you where are all the reference documents. So everyday class recordings will be posted here. Today class recording will be posted here after the class. And lab exercises which I'm going to do will be available here. Whatever I'm going to do today will be available here. Quiz portal relevant to particular today's is there. Interview questions relevant to today is there. Support is a separate private WhatsApp group link where you can use it for your hands-on. So let's get started with the hands-on. I'll come back to this documentation. If you are not able to see, no worries. Please wait. Okay, it is again posted for everyone. Please check the Zoom chat. By the time you start hands-on, everyone will get it. Don't worry. Now let us install Git. How do you install Git? Just go to Google and type in install Git. Git works on multiple operating systems. It works on Linux, Mac, Windows. So you can use your local computer. Means you can use your laptop to do the hands-on on Git. It is very lightweight tool. You can use it on your local. So just go to this document. See here, Windows, Mac, Linux. You can use your laptop like I told you. If it is Linux, click this, run this command depending on your Linux distribution, Git should be installed. If it is Mac, brew install Git will work. If it is Windows, it asks you to download the executable and run the executable. I believe you all know how to download it. Just click on it and download the executable. Run the executable. Everyone should be aware of it. If you need any help on that, you have a documentation. Just go here to the lab notes. Go here to the lab notes, right? You will be seeing a GitLab assignments also will work from here. Okay, this bottom link, ignore it. I think the URL is missed here. Just go here for the lab assignments. Lab notes. Go to the lab notes, module 1, which we have started today. Go here. And the first document is what? It's an installation on Windows. You have here every line, I mean every step with the screenshots. It is just about downloading the exe, run the exe and keep hitting next. Right? This is what you should do if it is Windows. If it is Mac and Linux, just one command. Right? So including the screenshot, it is there. You can follow and get it done. So once it is installed, Git installation is very simple. Any help needed will help you out at the end during the lab session. Now just listen. If it is a Mac, now launch your terminal once Git is installed. Mac or Windows or Linux, once it is installed, you can launch your terminal and check the version. It is installed. Now, yes, Git is installed. You can do your hands-on. Okay, fine. Git is installed on my laptop. Now you need to create a folder where you can get started with your hands-on, right? Where let's say you need a project where you can, which you can version control it. So go to the, I'm going to desktop CD. See if you are not comfortable using CLI, you can also use the GUI. You can go to the desktop this way and use it. Okay, go to the desktop, create some folder which you want to version control. Okay, let me create some folder on my desktop, which I want to version control with Git. Right click, new folder. I'm giving the name as Git demo. Okay. So this is just a folder where I'm going to put my project work. Okay, I'm going to put my project work and version control with Git. So CD, go to that folder. ls means it will list the file. CD means change directly. The basic commands everyone would be aware of. You might be using in Windows also. If you are not comfortable, you can use the GUI also. So I went inside this folder. Now I want to version control this. I want to put my all project work. So how do you tell Git to version control this? Git will version control if it is a local repository. So how do you create a local repository? Run the command git init. Git init will initialize Git and create a local repository. I told you, right, we are taking the second use case. Assuming it's a new project, there's nothing on remote. I'm creating a local repository this way. Now, if you see hidden files, how do you see hidden files? ls -a. See, we will learn Linux commands separately. I'm just giving you simple commands, .git. If you are seeing this .git means this git demo is a local repository, right? You can also see here, see .git. If you don't know cd commands or simple Linux commands, check this way. .git folder is created means this git demo is a local repository. Perfect, I could create an empty local repository with git init command, the first command. Now, okay, let me create some files here. Okay, you can go here, right click and create the files, or else I'm using a simple command touch to create a file. Touch is a command which will create a file. You can create any files of your interest. If you are into programming, create any program files or any config files or any script files. Here our interest is not to learn how to create those files. Our interest is to version control those any file with Git. So I'm creating simple text files to keep the thing simple. ls, so you can see the file. Now I want to version control it with Git. See here, you can see the file. Now tell me, where is this file now? We have learned it, right? Whether it is a working directory or local repository.
Working directory.
Exactly. But if you just have created the file means the file is set to be in working directory. Am I correct?
Yes.
If you want to confirm, you can check that with git status command. See, git status tells you untracked files. Untracked file means untracked file 1. Untracked means git know there is a file, but git is not tracking it. Though git knows there is a file, it is not tracking it. Rather, what it is doing, it was telling us, giving a clue, add to track. Means run the command git add file 1 so that file can be tracked. Now tell me where is the file. I run the command git add. Clear will clear the screen. I did git add. Do you see there is a change in the message? Now it tells you changes to be committed, right? Means whatever changes you have done are to be committed. Following everyone?
Yes.
So it is asking us to commit. It is in the staging area, correct? It is in the staging area. Okay, fine. Now git commit minus m. M is m flag is mandatory. M means message. Some message of whatever you want to put to refer these changes. Okay, let's say first file or whatever. Changes are committed. Now if you see git status, you will see clean, working tree clean. ls file is there. Okay. Also, there is another command called git ls files. Will show files in the staging area and local repository. Means whatever file in this folder are present in the local repository and working directory. So it's all clean. See, whenever you are moving your changes from working directory to staging, from staging to local, always this architectural diagram should be there running in your brain at the back end. It should be on your mind at the back end. Your changes move from working directory to staging, from staging to local repository. We are in this journey till now. We are in this journey. We did not go to remote yet. We'll go to remote tomorrow because there are many things we need to learn before we go to remote. Clear everyone, whatever we have done till now. I'll repeat it with another file so that things should be crystal clear for every one of you. Okay, I'm creating another file. Touch command will create a file. You can create any file. Now tell me where is file 2?
Same, I think working directory also.
Working directory.
Yes, file 2 is in the working directory. Git status command will tell you untracked file 2 means yes, it's in the working directory. There is another way to check. Git ls files. See, it's not showing file 2 whereas ls will show. ls means just lists whatever present in the folder. Right? Understood everyone? Can I get confirmation from all of you? Everyone should be clear with this architecture, working directory, staging area, local repository. Can I get confirmation from everyone? Appreciate your thumbs up or confirmations anyway will help me. Right? So this is in the working directory. Now tell me, I want to move to staging area. What should we do?
Git
Thank you.
add file.
Git add file 2. right? Git add file to will help you add the file into staging area. Now ls will anyway show you. Git ls files will also show that, right? That's one way to confirm, okay, it's in the staging directory. Another command, status tells to be committed, not yet committed. To be committed means where are those changes? To be committed means where are those changes? Yes, anyone?
Yeah, staging area just only for move from the commit.
Changes
Staging
to be
area to
committed means changes are in the staging area. Refer this diagram. Changes to be committed, staging area. So if you want to commit them, what you should do?
commit
Git
hyphen m.
commit minus m some commit message. Git commit, right? Clear the screen. I'm just clearing it. Now working tree is clean. ls shows the files. Git ls files also will show you these files. This understanding is important, how your changes are progressing from one area to another area. Still any questions, confusions from anyone? All good? Okay. There is another command called git log. Like we learned till now, right? Whatever changes you made should be reflected, including the timestamp, right? Timestamp, but on the git log will give you. See, whenever you make a commit, commit ID is generated, which is a alphanumeric hash code. So you can see the commit ID, commit message, the author. It's my login name to the system because it's my local laptop, and date and time. This is what is logging. Git log command will help you see the detailed log. If you want to see just the brief log, git log one line. It will show you just the brief log with a simple only commit message. So that's how you can check the commit history. This is called commit history. Till now, we created two new files. Shall we go and see modifying a file? Because in reality, it's not always about creating new files, right? We need to modify the existing files also. So can I go on? Or any questions, or should I pause? Should I repeat anything?
Oh yes, ma'am. My doubt is also, for example, you have created the one new file, any of empty file. We can you have already created the one empty file. In case of anything of the inside of the content, or for example, content is also changed with the any of the content, or delete, I think the edit of the content. How to do that?
That's what I'm going to pick up now, Satish. Modifying the file comes under this. Till now, those are new files created. Now we'll talk about modifying the file.
Okay.
Any questions from anyone?
Ma'am, that git command has to be run only once, or it has to be run.
Git commit has to be run whenever you see a message like changes to be committed. Right?
Okay.
Whenever you run git status, it tells you it is in the staging area. Then it will tell you changes to be committed. Then you can run the commit message, commit command.
Again, that git init only the initial stage, right?
Only once. For the first time when you want to create a local repository, you will do git init. Later on, no. It's only just one time command to create an empty local repository. All the commands are there in the lab documents with explanations. We are going to start our hands-on at 8 o'clock. Everyone will start the hands-on. Till then, listen and understand it thoroughly. All right, so now let's get started modifying the files or editing the files. Okay, till now we were just creating the files, like let's modify it. You may modify it. You can open this file this way. Okay, modify it. You can use Notepad, Notepad++, or Word document, anything to modify it. But we can also use professional editors. I would like to show you using professional editors. You can download this editor. It is just it's not specific to DevOps. It's just an editor anyone can use. Don't get confused or worry with it. Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay, you can download it for Mac or other platforms. See, if it is Windows, you can download it. Linux, you can download. Mac, it works for any operating system. Once you download it, you can launch it. Just download it and double click the application. That's all. You will see something like this: version control system. Sorry, Visual Studio Code editor. It's just an editor like Notepad, Notepad++. It's advantageous to manage your Git repositories. Now what you can do, go to File, open which folder? Our Git folder, right? So that editing the files, seeing the files here becomes easy. That's all. Also, rather than launching the terminal this way separately, you can launch the terminal from here itself. Isn't it so easy? Everything a unified view. You are having a unified view of everything, right? So you can open the file and edit the file. Okay, I'm writing some dummy line because like I told you, contents or the type of the files are not our interest. So I just made some file. This is another advantage. You can see it's modified. Okay, now git status. Can you tell me where is this modification before I run the command? Can anyone help me? Where is this modification?
You are also command, right?
Local working directory.
Working
No,
directory.
work. Yeah.
Here you have to understand one thing, whether it is a new file or whether it is a modification, changes flow in the same direction. First in the working directory to staging area, from staging area to local libs. That's how your changes progress. Okay, so when you see status also, it tells you the same. Changes not staged. Not staged means, can you tell me where are those?
It cannot move from that working to staging area.
Working directory.
Working directory.
Not stage means exactly working directory. So what you have to do when your changes are not staged, when they are in working directory, what you should do? Can you help me with the command? I want everyone
Git
unmute.
add.
Yes, git add
Add
particular file name.
file name. Right? This is what you should do. Everyone to talk. I want everyone to respond and interact. Interactive sessions will be beneficial. Please do unmute and speak out. So this is how I'm doing. And at this point, I would like to explain one more thing. Do you notice the difference in the message? Earlier it was showing untracked, right? Now it was showing unstaged, not staged. What is the difference? If it's a new
Untracked
file
means
for the first time, it will show you like untracked, right? It's not a new file. File is already there in the staging area, modifications, right? Got the difference? This is another important question from the perspective of interview and also to have the deep understanding. Untracked means it's only for the first time it will show you untracked. But it's already there in staging area. Now only modification is not there, right? So unstaged. What do you have to do? Git add. Okay, let me show you one more thing. So in this case, what you should do? Git add, later on git commit. Here also you can do the same. Or else there is another way you can do in this case. You can commit and add with a single command. Git commit -am. Right? You can do this. Understood? You can add and commit in the single line. Git commit -am for unstaged changes. You don't have to do it separately. If you do it separately also fine. This is also fine, but this is an additional way you can do for unstaged changes. Understood? So I'll do that way. Okay, with a single command, add flag. A means add message. Then I'll say modifications. Right? Is this much clear?
oh
Done.
yes, from my side.
Git status, it is clean. Perfect, right? Are we good?
Yes.
How about others?
If one file has already committed, it means it goes back. It means it go two stage back for modification.
Committed means here in the yellow box, right? right? You made a
Yes.
modification means changes are there in the working directory. It will not go back kind of. It's the same folder, right? It's the same folder. Git demo is the folder. It will not move physically anywhere, right? Your changes are set to be, your modifications are set to be in the working directory. With those modifications should be added and committed again. That's all.
Yes, so only for existing of the file we can modify anything of content to do that, and
Is
after
that clear,
add
Deepak?
or
Satish,
staging
give
area
me
to.
1 second, please, Satish. Deepak, is that clear? Whoever asked the question.
Pankaj.
Oh, sorry, Pankaj. Is that clear?
Yes, but it's already in local repo. When I try to modify, it means it goes from local repo to working directory two stage back.
Will not go
Or
anywhere. See, it is not going anywhere. Your changes will be first time in the working directory to staging area to local repository. Okay, your file is already here. Let's say your file is already here. Now only those modified lines, okay, those modified lines, let's say, are in the working directory. Then you move them to local repository, from local to, staging area, from staging to local repository. File is not going back. Modifications are here. They will again progress in the forward direction. Existing changes are not going back. Hope that should clarify your query. So this is how your changes progress, right? Uh, Let me do something tricky here, some challenging scenario. Let me show you something interesting also. Um, mm, okay. I just want to show you. Okay, I'm making one more change here. Okay, hello. I'm adding some change. Now, can you tell me, is this file one having some unstaged changes or not?
Yes, I think when you are anything of the change of the file, go back to off unstage file.
It will not go back, I'm telling you. Nowhere they are going back. Okay, there's no point.
No, you are not a back. When
It
you are
is
changing
like your changes are there in the working directory. New modifications are in the working directory.
yeah,
That's new file is still in a local repository. Modifications are there in the, it is having some unstaged changes. Second line is unstaged. So when you do git status, it will show you the same git changes not staged. So if you want, you can do git add. And also there is a command called git diff. Git diff file name will show you unstaged changes of this file, right? Git diff file name will show you unstaged changes. Okay, fine. Because it have unstaged changes, it is showing it. I am adding it. Git add file one. Now, is this file having unstaged changes or not? Is this file having any unstaged changes?
Staging area, ma'am. Staging area.
Is it having unstaged changes or not?
Now it is in staging area, ma'am.
Correct, it's in the staging area. It means it is not having unstaged changes, is the answer I'm expecting. Is it having any unstaged changes? No. No changes are in the working directory, everything in the staging area. So that's why it was showing changes to be committed. At this point, if you run git diff, file name, no output. But is this file having staged changes or not? Staged changes are there, right? And it can be seen with git diff staged flag file name. See, same changes are staged.
yeah, okay.
Some changes are staged. Now the second line is in the staging area. Suppose I'll make again one more change. Some dummy line I have added. Now tell me, is this file having unstaged change or not? Unstaged changes are seen with git diff.
It's unstaged area.
Yes.
Third line is unstaged. It is in the working directory. See, it was showing it. Also, it is having staged changes. First two lines are staged, isn't it? So, this file is now having some changes staged, some changes unstaged. Simple logic. I'm just keep on modifying my files. I did add after some changes. I did not add after some changes. So, the file is having changes both in the staging and unstaging area, correct? Means the file is having changes both in working directory and staging area. At this point, if you run status, that's what it will show you. Same file is under changes to be committed means which area? Staging area. Changes not staged means working
Working
directory.
directory. Yeah.
Same file may be shown under file 1 is shown under both staging and working directory. You don't have to confuse. That's a simple logic. Like I'm keep on modifying the file. After 2 lines I have done git add. After 3rd line I haven't done git add. So you will see changes unstaged. That is only the difference. Got it right, everyone? Understood and clear? Yes or no? Any confusions from anyone? I want to see responses from everyone, not just one person
Yes.
speaking.
Ma'am,
Yes.
for Git, we have downloaded Git bash, right, ma'am?
On Windows, yes, you can use Git.
Yes. Git bash, right, ma'am?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Thank you all for confirming. So this is just a simple tricky use case which we come across every day. You shouldn't be confused when you see file under both areas. That's the intention of taking up this scenario. So till now we have seen creating new files. We have seen modifying the new files. We will also see, we'll also see deleting the files, right? See, whether you have to understand one thing here. Git works with respect to changes. The change could be creating, deleting, modifying. Any change Git works the same way. Means if it is creation, first it will be in the working directory. From working directory, it goes to staging area. From staging area to log. Any change the same way. Even your deletion also works in the same way. So let us see different types of deletions and how it works. Good to proceed? Okay. So now let us look into something like removing the file. Yeah. So suppose I want to delete some file 1. Okay, git rm file 1. Okay. Oh, sorry, I did not commit the previous changes. Let me commit them. Git commit -am modifications completed or something like this. Okay, done. Now let's say I want to delete this file. Git rm file 1. Okay, you can see on the left hand side Explorer file is gone. Also, if you see ls, it's nowhere, right? So after making this change, you should do git commit -m deleted file 1. Some message like this. Done. Git status. It's clean. Perfect. File is gone. File is no more. Perfect. Right? Suppose if you want to delete the file only from local repository and working directory, but if you want to keep it in the folder, means see this file is there, right? If I do git ls files, it's there in the staging area and local repository. But assume that this file is just a log file, or else this file is just some Word documentation I have taken for the project. It's a notes. It's my personal notes I have taken for the project, or else some log file, or else some executable, which I don't want to keep it in the staging area and local repository. But I want to keep it in the same folder, Git demo, because Git demo is my project. So how do we remove that file in that case? In that case, git rm cached file 2. What it will do? Let's see. See, file is still there in the Explorer, but means it is there in the folder, but git ls files, it's no more. Also, after doing this delete, git commit -m removed or deleted from local repository only, not from the working directory or the folder. Done. Ls file is there, but Status. Okay. Status, it is not showing like it's not there in the staging or local repository if you see. Right? But status is showing untracked. Why it is showing untracked? What is the meaning of untracked? We have already seen this message earlier. So what is the meaning of it?
Untracked means working directory. You can in the file only for working directory, not move from stage area.
Actually, untrack means Git not know about its unaware about this file.
Means it's like a new file. Git, it is treating like a new file again, isn't it? Because file is there in the working directory or in the folder, but it's not there in the local repository staging area. So when you create it first time, how it behaves, the same way it's behaving. It's not getting tracked. What it is telling, if you want Git to track, yeah, it. Git knows there is a file, but it's not tracking it. Understood, because it's a local, I mean, it's a log file, it's a documentation, so I removed it from the both the places. Understood, everyone? I want answers from each and every one of you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I came to know like how to check whether the file is in local repository or not using git ls-files. But how to check whether the file is in staging file means only git status is the only one thing, right, ma'am?
Command will tell you if file is present in staging area or local repository. Git status will exactly tell you where is it, whether it's in the
Oh,
working directory or staging area or local repository.
okay.
Git ls files list files both in staging area and local repository. But exactly if you want to know, git status command will tell you.
Git-file it displays like it's in what means it is in git but it is in staging area or in local repository, anything, right? Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
So untracked file is showing. So if you want, you can add and commit. But let's take another use case here. Let's assume this, like I already told you, it's a Word document or personal documentation, which I don't Git to version control. Git is version control. That's why it's showing. I don't want Git to show this message always. How can I tell Git not to track this file anymore? It is still tracking it. That's why it's telling do git add. But I want Git not to track this file. As long as you have anything in this folder git demo, because git demo is a local repository, correct? Let's say this is a git demo folder. It's a local repository. It's a local repository. It's having .git means whatever present in this Git will try to version control it. But certain files, I want Git not to bother about them. How to tell Git not to bother about those files? By creating another file called .gitignore. .gitignore is a component of Git, okay? Where you will put the file names which Git should not version control. I don't want Git to version control file to put that file name and save it. Git will stop version controlling it. In real scenarios, there might be some log files. Multiple log files means you can put star dot means log means any file with extension dot log will be ignored. So like that you can ignore log files, executable files, anything. We will see, we are learning it with sample files. We are going to implement this git ignore in Terraform project once we get started. Only file name changes, that's all. Concept is same. I'll show you real file in Terraform project. So keep the file here, save it. As soon as you say it, do you see it is grayed out? It's no more tracked by Git. See Git status. See, it's not bothered about file 2 anymore. But .git ignore is also after all another file. So add this file .git ignore. Then it will show you changes to be committed. Git commit -m ignore file created, something like this. So now see this. In your folder, Git file 2 is still there. It's not present in the staging area or local repository. Git ls files, it's not present. It's not in staging or local repository. Even it is in the working directory, Git is not tracking it. Got the point, everyone? This is very important concept, git ignore, ignoring certain files from version controlling. Is this
Uh,
clear?
yes. Git ignore file used by the which file or anything for or folder so should be ignored and not tracked in a repository. No?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm asking which file or folder should be ignored and not tracked in a repository, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Only for temporary files.
What is meant by temporary file?
Uh, I think it's only for .ignore files. It's not only for temporary files we can ignore, or for example, a lot of your files, right? In case of some of the particular, we can use this file, some of the
For
not.
any file, not for temporary
I-
file. There's nothing like temporary file. Any file, if you want git not to version control, you can place it in .git ignore.
okay.
Ma'am, here for .git ignore we created manually, and for .git it will be it will be created automatically, right? No, the
Git init.
necessity.
Git init command will create .git folder when you create empty local repository.
Okay. By chance, if any user delete that .git again, what we have to do?
If you remember, we are in the local repository, this one.
Okay.
It's your only system. We did not go to remote it, so it's not shared with others.
Okay. Miss, if by chance is corrupted or whatever, means whatever happens, again, how to create that .git again? Same.
.git ignored means it will not anymore local repository. You have to run again git init command and make it a local repository. Folder whichever having .git will be a local repository.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how you can ignore or tell Git not to version control any files like log files, executables, or any sensitive files. Okay, we are doing this with the sample files. We'll see with the real file. But concept, commands, everything is same. Just your file name changes. That's all.
Ma'am, I think I can understand. I can't understand. Go define, get to define and get to define for iPhone. You have already command iPhone stage file. Get to define is also that
Yes, Git
use
init
this.
is covered some time back, right? After this, we have came across here. I'll repeat it in the lab again. Okay. Or else raise the
Sure.
question immediately. Git if is done and we are at this stage now. Let's not go back. Remind me at the end.
Okay.
And also we are going through these commands, right? Initially it will be confusing. So after hands-on, it will be clear, right? Everything will not be completely clear when you are listening. You have to do hands-on. That's why we are going for hands-on in 10 more minutes. So wait and do the hands-on. You will get a clarity on those things. Don't try to grab everything in one go. It will not be possible. So let's not go back to the previous commands. We'll come back to them in the lab. Okay. All right, till now we have done some commits, right? You can do the commit history with this command git log one line, right? There were so many commits. What if you want to undo any particular commit? What if you want to undo? What is meant by undoing?
Undo means is uh, anything of reback.
Roll
Yes.
back.
For example, delete to the
Roll
what?
back thing.
Yeah, roll back. Yeah, correct.
When you create a file means when you undo it would be deleted, right? If you delete any file, you undo means it would be created back, right? Like whatever changes done in a commit can be undo. Like let's say this is the commit ID I have. If you want to undo, git revert this commit ID. Whenever, let's say that's a commit A. I cannot write all the alphanumeric ID. I'm telling it A. When you undo, when you revert, another commit ID B will be generated. Suppose here in this commit file is created. When you revert it, it will be deleted. If you want it again back, again revert it, your file will be created, right? So let's say there's a commit A where file is created. You are reverting it. B commit will be created, file will be deleted. Again, if you want it back, again reverted, file will be created, right? So whenever you revert, commit ID will be, new commit ID will be generated. Okay. All right. So now I'm reverting. See, revert works like a commit. It is asking for the commit message. It will launch this editor. Escape I means go to insert mode. Put some revert message or commit message like reverting the changes, something like this. Okay. And how do you save it? Escape colon WQ exclamatory. Okay, see colon WQ exclamatory will save it. Done. It was reverted earlier. These are the commits you have. Now if you just do commit history, sorry, I have done revert again, sorry. See, you will get this commit message, right? See, this is the commit message. And also, see, file 2 is getting tracked again. Do you know why? In this F4D, ignore file is created. I reverted it means ignore file is gone. Because ignore file is gone, this file is getting tracked again. Making sense? Is this making sense, everyone? So that's how you can undo any changes. Suppose I want ignore file back. Let's revert this. Let's assume this is B. I'm reverting this again. Git revert this. Escape I. Now put the message whatever you want. Again reverting or something like this. Again reverting. Okay, this is going to be the message, commit message. Again escape colon WQ exclamatory. Your message should be saved. If you see the commit history, see, this is A I'm talking about. This is commit A. This is commit B. This is commit C. Exactly what I have explained. Now because we reverted, ignore file is back. Because ignore file is back, file 2 is no more tracked. See, file 2 is no more tracked. Ignore file is back. Clear, everyone? Understood? Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, these are the commands we have executed. Let me give you an overview or recap of the commands once before we jump into the hands-on. You can download the file that is shared in the Zoom chat before we go for the hands-on. We'll get into the lab. Let me go through the commands we have learned today. Git init, which will create a local repository. Git ls files to see the files in the local repository. Git status to check the status of the files. Git add file name. Git commit -m some message. And in this, if you want to add and commit for unstaged changes, you can do this, right? And then we have learned git rm file name, git rm cached. Also, we have learned everything else is same, right? Status, commit commands. The same commands are repeated across. Scenarios are different, isn't it? Same commands are repeated across, and of course, git diff, file name to see unstaged changes, git diff stage to see staged changes of the file. I think that's all. Did we miss any other command? Git status, git log, right? To see the complete log. Git log one line to see the brief log. So these are the commands we have discussed today, but different scenarios. So now let's get started with the hands-on. You can open your system, like everyone repeat with me, okay? Follow the steps or commands I'm doing. We'll get started with them. Now you can do along with me, everyone. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Download the file which is shared in the Zoom chat. Okay, you are seeing module 1, Git class 2, class 1, right? Download those two files which you are seeing in the Zoom chat. Actually, rather than Zoom chat, it would be better you can download it from here. Go.
I have one doubt, ma'am. For example, you have created a lot of files, but when I created the file, working directory, and move from the staging area, go to for lot of your file is get add file one, get add file two, get add file. It's all command particular of files. So move from that working directory to staging area.
Do along with
Or
me, Satish. Everyone do along with me now. Okay, your questions will be answered as you do the scenarios with me. Get started and do along with me. Everyone have opened your systems, right? Have you all installed Git? How many of you have installed Git? Raise your hands, please. Have you installed Git? How to install Git? I'll take up all the lab questions as we progress through the scenarios. First, go through this document. Okay, go through the Windows tab, Mac or Linux, and download and install Git. Is Git installed with everyone?
yes, I
Swapnil,
already
Sri
did.
Krishna,
Yes, ma'am.
Shantara.
I installed it.
Okay, everyone. Can I get confirmation? Nishant, Rajesh.
Yes,
2 minutes
ma'am.
Yes.
I'll wait. 2 minutes I'll wait for everyone to install Git. Check Git version. If Git is installed, then create some folder on your desktop. Go to your desktop, create some folder there. mkdir, git sample or whatever. Follow me. Do along with me. Everyone done with the steps? If it is Windows, go to Git Bash. Go to Start menu and launch your Git Bash. It is there in the screenshots available here. Git installation document is shared with you. This is the one. Go to Start menu and launch Git Start Git Bash. On the Git Bash, you have to run the commands. Now create some sample folder like this. Go to the sample folder and run git init. Everyone done till this part? Are you all doing with me or not?
Ma'am, for Git install in Linux, require a repository or how it is?
Linux also I have shown you Git installation Linux. Here are the distributions. Depending on your Linux distribution, apt-get install Git if it is Ubuntu. Fedora yum install Git. Gentoo, these are the commands. As per your distribution, you have the Linux command.
Correct, ma'am. But for this package, we got a repository, right, ma'am? So local repository will work, or we need from
Local
glue?
repository will work. For any operating system, installation differs. Once it is installed, same commands will work for any operating system. Once installation is done, this is what you should do. Go to that folder. Create some empty folder. Go to that folder, run git init command. Let me know if till this much everyone is done.
Done, Preethi.
Ravinder, follow till this much and let me know. Mamata done till this git init, right?
Yes, Preethi.
Yeah, good. Just let me get confirmation from everyone before we go further.
Okay, thank you.
Meanwhile, if git init is done, download Visual Studio Code. That link is also there in the Zoom chat.
I already have Visual Studio in my computer. I done on Visual Studio itself, Preethi.
Great, great. If it is there, open this folder. Whatever you have, go there and open your folder, whichever you created here.
Ma'am, it says
Yeah.
access denied in my Git bash.
Launch with the administrator. Launch Git Bash as an administrator. Right click and launch it as an administrator.
Okay.
In Git Bash, I didn't see the options like the file menus and all.
In Git Bash, you
Actually.
cannot see that. Okay, in Git Bash, you can do Git start. It is like a CLI only. It's a terminal, this terminal. If you want this unified view, you have to install Visual Studio Code Editor. Git Bash, you will
Yeah, I
see
have
like a
installed actually.
terminal like this, right? If you have installed that Visual Studio Code, go there and open the folder you want to version control it. Open the folder.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm in VirtualBox. So how to link this one? We can link, right?
That's what I'm showing. Open your Visual Studio Code. Okay.
Okay.
File. Open that folder, whichever you want to use for Git. Create
Oh,
an empty folder. Open that folder from here.
okay.
Then go to terminal. Launch the terminal. Git Bash will open here. Instead of separate windows, everything will be in the unified window here in the Visual Studio Editor.
Ma'am, so after putting the code mkdir git sample, we should put a git in directly after that.
CD to that folder. Or else do this one. Go to your Visual Studio Code. Okay. Go to File. Open that folder here.
Change the directory.
Have you all done this part? Open your folder in the Visual Studio Code Editor.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Right. Thanks, Swapnil, for confirming.
Ma'am, I still didn't find the git sample folder.
Have you created? Where did you create it?
In git bash.
First launch your Visual Studio Code Editor. Open your Visual Studio Code Editor.
Okay.
Have you opened it?
Yeah.
Go to File. Click on Open Folder. Here, go
Okay.
to your, in this browser, go to
Okay.
Desktop. Go to Desktop. Create, right click and create
Desktop.
an
Okay.
empty folder and open it. Right click here itself and create an empty folder if it is not there, and then see here new folder, or right click, create an empty folder and open that, select that empty folder and open it like this.
Okay. So shall I rename this to git?
Which one you will rename? Folder name could be anything.
Just no.
Example or Git demo,
Okay.
Git project or my project. Give any name of your choice and open it.
It's directly
You will see
doing
like
for
this.
in our
Okay, ma'am.
it's directly doing
Once
for
it
in
is
our
done,
Git bash na.
once it is done, you will see ls minus a dot git. It's a do git in it. Sorry. Open it in the terminal. Go to terminal, new terminal. Open the terminal also. Okay, then you will see a project name here. Run git in it here.
Ma'am, this Visual Studio is not mandatory. I can do internal also, same thing, right, ma'am?
You
Correct.
can do it. Yes,
Okay.
it's not mandatory.
So here I run git init.
Huh? Sorry, come again.
Am I ran git init here? It says it's not recognized.
It's not?
Recognized.
I'm not getting you, Monish. What are you seeing there?
Ma'am, I just ran the git init command. So it says that the term git is not recognized.
Means Git is not installed. Have you installed Git?
Yes, ma'am. Git is installed in my system.
Check once again. Share us with a screenshot. Please take the screenshot and post it in the WhatsApp. Will help you with. It is not installed. All right. So meanwhile, let me go through the next command. Create a file here. You can click on this plus create file1, file1.txt. File is created. Put the line here. Some content if you want any content, and you will see here untracked. Run git status command. Everyone do with me. Git status.
Ma'am, first folder is git-sample, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Create a file there, file1.txt.
Okay, ma'am.
Status, you will see it as untracked. So what you should, I want to hear from you. I have already done this. This is second time I'm doing. I want to listen from you. What should we do now?
I'm into git-sample and I'm running git init, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to run git init. In that, then create these files. Git add file. Now again run the status command. Okay, you can see no commits it. Okay, changes to be committed. Then run the command git commit -m first file. Done till this part, everyone?
Done.
How many of you have done? Raise your hands or let me know.
I have created the file, ma'am. That's it. I'm git init I've done, and I'll create the file now.
Do git status, run the git status. You will see it is untracked. Then run the command git add file name.
Okay, ma'am.
Git init, git status, git add, git commit -m. Commands are there in the lab assignments. You can copy the commands from here. Open the lab assignments. Lab assignments here. Git, you can copy the commands and use them.
Okay, ma'am. I created the file and run the git status. It is
Here are
untracked.
the commands. Have you all opened this document? Here are the commands. You can
Okay.
run these commands. Copy, commit command from here. Add command, commit command, everything is here. Have you all done first commit? Mamata, Ravindra, Deepak, Deepti, Jahnavi, Kavita, Nishant, everyone, Rajesh. Have you all
Yes,
done?
Preethi. Yes, Preethi, I have completed the first commit.
Yeah,
File
I
one
have
dot
completed.
txt.
That's great. Sri Krishna, everyone, Swapnil, try to do along with me. So that's the first commit we have done, right? Let's look into the other case. Let's create another file. Repeat the same with file 2. Repeat the same with the file 2. Put some line. Now run git status. Okay, you will see it as untracked. Run git add file name. Are you all doing the second file now? Everyone?
I completed with one, ma'am. First one.
Sure. Start with the second file. Great.
Okay.
Nirmala, Bharat, every one of you. Try start with second file. Repeat it and let me know if you have any questions with the same steps.
So once we
Mm.
give the git status, after that git add, what is that actually? Forgot it.
Git status, you will see if it is changes to be committed, git add file name. If the message is changes to be committed, git commit. Commands are here in the lab assignment page. I'm also sharing that page in the Zoom chat. Okay, now I have shared it in the Zoom chat also. Commands are there. You can copy and paste them. Are we good with the second file?
I'm into staging area now
Mm-hmm.
for file 2.
Mm-hmm.
So git commit.
Preethi committed the second file 2.txt, completed the file 2.txt.
Okay, great. So
Thank
now
you.
you are seeing it as a clean, right? Clean repo.
Yes, yes, Preethi.
Right.
Yes, Preethi.
Right.
Ma'am,
So
git -a, when I have to use git commit -a, that when
come
we
to
have to
that,
use.
please run the commands along with me. I'll
Oh,
go.
yeah, oh, sorry.
Let's not deviate because along with us, many people, 20 people are doing the hands-on, right? Let's go in a sequence. If still after going the sequence, if your questions are not answered, repeat them at the last, okay? So git commit -m second file.
Okay, done, ma'am. Second
Okay.
file.
So just we have repeated these commands, right? For two files. Like new files we have created, we have done add, commit and all. Now do one more thing. Let's modify now. Go to file 1, do some modifications, add some second line like this. See my screen everyone and repeat it. Add some second line, save it. Now do the status. It tells not staged but not untracked. Got the difference now? Everyone do along with me. You should see this message after adding a line and running git status. Let me know once you see this message.
That message is also working directory. When you are modify the file, will not move from the next stage area, only for working directory.
Yes, ma'am, I got this message.
You saw this message, right? Change.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the modification. Everyone, are you done with this? Are you all seeing this message? Mamata, Maunish, Nirmala.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now what you have to do?
Git add
What is
file
the
1.
command?
Git add file 1.txt.
You
Hello.
can add
Git
it commit
commit.
separately or else git commit
Git
minus
commit -am
ఉండు నేను
commit messages.
చేస్తున్నాను.
third file. Git commit -am third file. Right? Use -am. Ravindra, is it clear now? This is where
Yes.
run this command now. So because it's not a new file, you can use -am flag together. This is a git commit -am some message. Because it's not a new file, it's a modification, add and commit.
Okay, ma'am, I got it. -a is we are using because instead of adding two command like git add and that file name, we are running in one command like git commit -am and third file.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Follow along. Are you all done with it?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, suppose there are multiple file. Out of that, I want to select one file. Suppose file one, and that file I want to uh, add and commit at the same time using the git commit -am like this. So did I have to pass the particular file name also?
Commit command will commit whatever in the staging area. 5 files, 4 files, everything. If you want a particular file, git commit file name.
Okay.
Commit file 1 -m message. But this is not suggested. Generally, whatever in the staging area will commit. But if you want it, yes, commit message command can have the file name.
Okay, ma'am. Same in the case of -am also.
Right.
Okay.
So now let's go for the next scenario. Follow along with me. Git rm file1. Remove this file, file1, git commit. You know commit message command already. File1 removed. Git rm. Let me know if you have done these two commands. File1 should be gone from the local repository. Only file2 should be there.
Ma'am, I have one query. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. For example, you have created the, I think maybe four or five files. We have created the new file. All files are untracked files in working directory. Will not move from that stage area. Once you are moved from the all the files is stage or commit. What is I think a working directory to a staging area, not an one each one file. How to do command?
File name. Git add file name. Git
No,
commit file.
it's only for one file, right? For example, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5. All five files created. Okay. Anytime is also git add file 1, git add file 2, git add file 3. Is simple five files. There is no doing the command. Git add file 1, file 2, file 3.
Git
No,
add
I'm
dot. Git add dot will add all the files.
move from that all the files, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this rm command has removed the file from this local repository, right? And also working directory. Everywhere it's gone. Suppose you want to delete only file from there. Git rm cached file 2. Right? Run this command, file 2 should be shown like this untracked. Copy the command from the lab assignments page. Copy the command from the lab assignments page.
Ma'am, why we run this rm cache hyphen cached?
If you want to keep the file in the directory, but you want to remove it from local repository and staging area.
Okay.
It's a documentation. I want to keep it in the folder, but I don't want to keep it in the local repository. Then you use it.
Yes, Preethi did it.
Right? Git rm cached. Now
Yes.
do commit also again. Commit
Okay.
some message. Then do git status. You will see file 2 around. Is this much done, everyone?
Ma'am, what is that command? Git rm hyphen cached, right?
Yes, lab assignment document copied from there. Yes.
Ma'am, after cast, what command need to do? Git status.
rm cache, after that you can do git status anytime if you want to check, you can do, otherwise do git commit.
Okay, ma'am.
Good till this part. Can I get confirmations?
After I removed this file one, if I run git rm hyphen cached file one, I have an error like did not match any files.
Because file 1 is not there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then file 1 is not there. How would you remove it?
Correct. Yeah, right.
So
Complete, Preethi.
Right, great. Now what you will do is go and create .gitignore file. File name should be exactly .gitignore only. You cannot use your own file name. Create a file called .gitignore. In that file, put the file name file2.txt because it's been tracked, right? This file2 is still tracked. I don't want it. So put the file name, save it. Your file2 should be grayed out. At this point, if you run status, it should show you git.gitignore. Everyone along with me?
Okay, ma'am. That cache is done, ma'am. Cache one. Up to git status are done, ma'am.
Create .ignore file. Put the file.
Okay. In git hyphen sample directory.
In the same folder, you should do everything. Everything
Okay.
is our project folder. Git sample is our project. So you should create files in the same folder.
Ma'am, permission, all those things, not nothing to check, right? Correct, ma'am.
You don't have to. Everyone completed .gitignore? You should know now what to do. Are you following now? Isn't it simple after doing the hands-on? Do you see the difference after doing the hands-on? After listening the class and doing the hands-on, you should get more clarity. Am I correct?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
Yes, yes, Preethi.
Right, what you should do now? Untracked, .gitignore. What should we do?
Untracked means we need to add the
Git
git
add,
add.
.gitignore and git commit. Correct? Git add, .gitignore. Git commit -m ignored this file. You should see git status. Check your everyone completed till this much? I'm seeing responses from few people only. I'm expecting answers from everyone.
Complete up to here because I was stuck in the first stage.
First stage meaning? Where were you stuck?
The file one where I was not able to connect with the Git.
No, Git is not installed for you, Monish. Post the question in the WhatsApp group. Raj will help you. He will connect with you and he will help you installing Git. Git is not installed for
And
you.
he helped me. Now
Okay. Now,
now only I got it installed.
right. Now open the folder and start from the go through this lab
Okay.
assignment. Whoever were just behind, go through this lab assignment. Installation is done, right? Follow from here. Initialize a new Git repository, create mkdir cd, go and create this execute steps from here.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll help you out. Just execute those steps one by one. How about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, up to git ignore done.
After git ignore, did you run git add ignore, committed that file?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now git
Test
log,
completed, Preethi.
great. Now git log one line. You should see bunch of commits. Suppose you want to undo it. What do? Git revert this commit ID, the first commit ID. Copy it and put that ID there. Undo, enter. Now escape I, remove all of this, ignored this file. First file, some message. Escape colon WQ exclamatory to save that.
Git revert -m we can't use, ma'am, for this message.
Try that out. I haven't tried that way. I will try this way only. Just give it a try. I don't remember that. Git revert commit ID -m you should give and put the message there.
So
Right?
ignore this file first. Any message, right? No, no.
Messages are user defined. Yes, you can put your message, your own message. So when you do git status, you should be seeing file 2 as untracked again. Are you seeing it?
In message, you are just removed reverted, right, ma'am? That one.
Message you can give anything. You can give anything, write anything and save it. Put anything in the double quotes and save it. You should see this message. Again, log, git log one line. Revert this topmost one.
What is the hidden master? You have ignored the file.
We will learn it under branching concept.
Okay.
Have you all completed till this part? So ignore file, file 2 is getting tracked again. So again revert. Repeat it with the first commit message again. Git revert, this one. Repeat it with this file. That's all you have to do. It's not taking -m here. You have to just run this way only. Git revert, commit message, first commit ID. Everyone completed? Any questions there?
After reverting, if I'm checking Git status, it's clean, ma'am, for me. Working tree is clean.
Right. After reverting.
Yes, ma'am.
So after this revert, you should see the file back.
After reverting, my all file went, ma'am.
What did you revert? You should revert the first commit ID.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you
Undo
saved the file?
changes.
Saved the file? First save the file and you should do it. Whoever are stuck up here, take the screenshot, post it in the WhatsApp group to Mr. Raj. We'll create a separate WhatsApp group for enrolled students. We'll help you out with those blockers wherever you got an error or stuck up. Anyone else completed?
Completed, Preethi,
Great.
at this point.
Thanks for confirming, Mamta.
Yeah.
So this is how you should do the hands-on. You can do along with me or along with me after the class. So things become crystal clear. We are ensuring that people become perfect, understand the concept thoroughly after the class by doing the lab here itself. Every day you will follow the same practice of doing the lab so that you will complete your hands-on the same day itself. So nothing pending you have to do. Only thing is additionally you can go through the recording. If you are like if you have time, you do the hands-on again at your own pace. That makes you perfect for the next class. This is how every day we'll complete the learning and get job ready within a month. But please make sure you are getting everything set for the class and you are doing the commands along with me. Whoever are lacking, like whoever are behind me, just ping me on the WhatsApp, right? Ping Mr. Raj on the WhatsApp. We can help you complete your hands-on. WhatsApp group will be created soon so that you can post there any queries, screenshots going forward. Any more questions from anyone?
After reverting, I got file again. I reverted my previous one, and I got file to my back.
Right. Run this revert again, and you should see this command untracked files. And then revert that so that again you will see ignore file back. So we have done the commit commands 5 times till now, so you should be comfortable with them. You can copy and use the commands from the lab assignments. This is the lab assignment page. Okay, whoever haven't enrolled, this is the lab assignment page where all the commands are there. You can copy from there. Whoever haven't yet enrolled, please enroll by clicking on this purchase link and you'll get the full access to the LMS and we'll be ready for the next class. This is the buy course link. Any questions from anyone? So that is all for today. Hope you
Hi,
all have
Preethi.
a session with the lab. Any further questions, let us know. Yes, hi. Hi, Sri
Hey,
Krishna.
yeah, hi. Sorry, this is not related to today's topic, but I just have something. Is will you be covering anything related to GitHub Actions or something like that?
GitHub
Just give an
Actions
idea of.
will not be covered, Sri Krishna. I'm covering Jenkins thoroughly here. So GitHub
Okay.
Actions is a similar tool, so I'm not covering GitHub Actions. One
Oh,
tool
is it? Okay.
will be covered.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Ma'am, now Raj is here to help me for the hands-on, right?
Right. Yes. Yes, Maunish. Please ping him. He can help you further.
Okay.
All right, then. Hope you all have completed. Can I know how many of you completed the hands-on?
I
The
completed, Preethi.
Mamata, yes, thank you all for confirming. 3 people confirmed. Jahnavi, how many of you else? Sri Krishna have completed. Swapnil have completed. Great to know. And Ravindra have completed. That's great. So whoever are still a few steps back, please complete it. We will still provide the support offline. Ping us on WhatsApp. Complete your hands-on. So if you follow the same format every day, you will be thorough with the topics by the end of the completion of the course. That's the idea, right? So hope you enjoyed the class. Whoever haven't registered, please register and get the complete LMS access. And that is all from my end for today. Thank you all.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Mhm.
For tomorrow's lab, I have the virtual box. That is enough, right, ma'am? For
Don't use VirtualBox, use your laptop. We'll forget laptop is enough. Whenever we are going for Linux instances, we'll create AWS account, we'll use this. Please use the same format, same environment as much as possible so that you can complete the hands-on along with me. If you want to give a trial on different environments, do it as a second round of practice. First round, mandatorily do the same setup like I am doing. So that you will first know the concept, then experiment on different environments, different setups. First time, mandatorily do the same setup as I have.
so moving forward again, we will be in Azure. Sorry, in AWS, ma'am, cloud.
Correct, correct. When we do go to AWS, when do we switch up to different servers, all of that I'll take you step by step. Yes, we'll be going to AWS. We'll be using local also. Sometimes I'll show you on both so that you will see the difference wherever needed. So you will be having one by one everything ready as we progress. And tomorrow onwards, our lab in charges will also join and will help you with each person parallelly. Today, I am the only one guiding you, right? Just to avoid any confusions. Tomorrow, our lab support people will join who will create groups and they will guide you with. Okay, we'll divide the entire people, like 20 people, into groups for 3 people, and then we'll guide you. That's way we can speed up the hands-on as we proceed.
Thank you.
All right, then. Good day. Bye, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.